Have you ever felt drained from chasing someone you love, only to realize it leads nowhere? Meanwhile, others seem to effortlessly attract the perfect relationships and live their best lives. What are they doing differently? Is there a secret to their success? Today we dive deep into timeless wisdom stoicism to discover how you can transform your approach to relationships, reclaim your self-worth, and become the kind of person others are naturally drawn to. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could change everything. Before we dive in, hit that like button if you're ready to level up your life and relationships. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights that empower you to become your best self. Ready? Let's begin. Section 1, the problem with chasing love. Let's face it, we've all been there. You meet someone amazing and think, if I try hard enough, they'll notice me, they'll love me. You put in the effort, send thoughtful texts, plan surprises, and constantly look for ways to be noticed. But here's the harsh truth. Chasing someone often comes from a place of insecurity and scarcity. It sends a silent message that you're not enough without their validation, and that's not attractive. Not to them, and certainly not to yourself. Think about it for a moment. Would you truly respect or be drawn to someone who's constantly seeking your approval, bending over backward to win your favor? Probably not. It's the same in relationships. When you chase, you unintentionally diminish your value, not just in their eyes, but in your own. You begin to feel smaller, as if your worth depends on someone else's acknowledgement. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be your story. You have the power to flip the script. Imagine being the person who naturally draws others in, effortlessly, confidently, and authentically. How would it feel to know you don't need to chase anyone to feel whole? Stick with me, because the key to transforming your mindset lies in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy has empowered countless individuals to reclaim their self-worth, and it can do the same for you. Let's explore how to shift your focus and become the kind of person others are inspired to pursue. Section 2, embrace inner strength. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes not from aggression, control, or outward displays of power, but from mastering ourselves. Think of a lion in the wild. It doesn't roar aimlessly to prove its strength. Instead, its calm, composed presence commands respect without a single word. That's the kind of energy you want to embody, the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth. But how do you get there? It starts with building your inner resilience. Society often sends mixed signals, encouraging us to tone down our ambition or avoid being too assertive. Yet true strength isn't about dimming your light to fit in. It's about understanding your potential and honing it. Mastering yourself doesn't mean dominating others. It means being in control of your own emotions, decisions, and direction. Here's your first actionable step. Focus on self-improvement. Learn a skill that excites you, dive into a hobby that fuels your passion, or commit to enhancing your physical and mental well-being. Whether it's hitting the gym, reading a transformative book, or practicing mindfulness, every small step you take strengthens your foundation. And here's the best part. As you invest in yourself, you naturally start to radiate self-confidence and independence. And guess what? That energy is magnetic. People can't help but be drawn to someone who's so secure in their own skin, who's pursuing a life they're proud of. The need to chase anyone fades away because you've become someone others want to chase. But that's just the beginning. There's more to mastering attraction than inner strength. Up next, we'll dive into the psychology of attraction, why desperation pushes people away, and why self-sufficiency has the power to pull them in. Stay tuned, because this next part might just change the way you see relationships forever. Section 3, the psychology of attraction. Ever wonder why we're naturally drawn to some people but not others? It's not about playing hard to get or pretending to be someone you're not. The truth is, lasting attraction comes from 3 powerful qualities: authenticity, confidence, and a sense of purpose. These are the traits that make people magnetic, not flashy tricks or superficial charm. Here's the deal. People value what's rare and self-sufficient. Think about it. When you're desperate for someone's attention, it sends an unspoken signal that you're incomplete on your own. That energy pushes people away, even if you don't realize it. But when you're self-assured, focused on your goals, and grounded in your own worth, something incredible happens. You become someone others are intrigued by, someone worth knowing, and ultimately, someone worth loving. Let me illustrate this with a simple example. Imagine two people walk into the same room. One spends the evening trying to impress everyone, dropping jokes, seeking validation, and clinging to attention. The other person moves with quiet confidence, deeply engaged in their craft, sharing meaningful insights and radiating a sense of purpose. Now ask yourself, who would you gravitate toward? Exactly. The one who doesn't need the room's approval is the one who ends up capturing its attention. The key takeaway here is simple. It's not about doing more to win others over. It's about becoming more of who you are. When you let go of the need to prove yourself and instead focus on personal growth, people will naturally be drawn to your energy. By the way, if this resonates with you and you're finding value in these insights, show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It helps us bring you even more content designed to empower and inspire your journey. Section 4. Building a life worth sharing. Now let's talk about creating a life that others want to be a part of. This isn't about impressing people. It's about living with integrity and purpose. Start by asking yourself, what lights you up? What are you passionate about? Then, pursue those things relentlessly. When you're deeply engaged in your own growth, whether it's learning a new language, advancing in your career, or mastering a sport, you naturally become more attractive. Why? Because you're showing the world that you don't need external validation to feel complete. That kind of independence is magnetic. Think about it this way. When you're living a life that excites you, you create a story worth sharing. You're no longer waiting for someone else to bring meaning to your days. Instead, you're inviting others to witness and, if they're lucky, join in the adventure you've created. The energy you radiate when you're genuinely passionate about your path is irresistible. It's the kind of energy that draws people in without you even trying. Here's a challenge for you. Pick one thing you've always wanted to do but kept putting off. It could be as bold as starting your own business or as simple as trying that art class you've been curious about. Commit to it, not for anyone else, but for yourself. As you embrace your passions and live with purpose, you'll find that the right people naturally gravitate toward you, drawn by the light of your authentic joy. Because here's the truth. A fulfilled life doesn't just attract others, it inspires them. And that's how you build relationships that are rooted in genuine admiration and shared purpose. Happiness is an inside job. Here's a game-changing insight. Happiness doesn't come from other people. It comes from within. Stoicism teaches us that relying on others for our emotional well-being is a recipe for disappointment. Instead, focus on activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Think about it. Someone who's genuinely happy and fulfilled is far more appealing than someone who's looking for someone else to fill a void. So, take up a hobby, dive into your passions, or simply spend time reflecting on what truly makes you happy. When you're content on your own, you'll naturally attract others who share your vibe. And here's where it gets even more powerful. How you can give meaningful compliments and connect on a deeper level without coming across as desperate. Keep watching. Section 6. The Art of Meaningful Compliments. Compliments can be powerful, but only if they're genuine and thoughtful. Instead of focusing on surface-level traits like looks, go deeper. Compliment someone's character, their values, or their achievements. For example, instead of saying, "You look great today," try, "I really admire how you handled that situation with grace." Why does this work? Because it shows you see them as a whole person, not just as someone to impress. And remember, timing is everything. Instead of overwhelming someone with praise, weave your compliments naturally into the conversation. This makes them feel sincere and impactful. If this video has sparked new ideas for you, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that empowers you to live with purpose and confidence. So here's the ultimate lesson. Stop chasing. Start building. Build a life you love. Build a sense of self-worth that doesn't depend on others. And most importantly, build relationships based on mutual respect and admiration, not desperation. Remember, the journey to becoming your best self is ongoing. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to a life of fulfillment and meaningful connections. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep striving for greatness.